like I'm holding up a mountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show, I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bitch, I'm...
What's going on, YouTube? It's me, Rico, man. I'm back to y'all with another video, man. Today's video, as y'all can see from the title, I'm finna go ahead and get y'all my predictions for the upcoming Dragonball Super movie. You already know what Brody in there and shit, man. He finna get good hands. I'ma always keep saying that this man's finna get good hands, but man, to be honest, from the trailer, if y'all ain't seen it on my channel when I reacted to it, my reaction to the trailer, go ahead, look at it right now. I'm gonna put the link in the description box for y'all to go look at it and shit. But let's get straight to it, man. My prediction for this movie is, I think what's gonna happen throughout the movie is we already can pretty much tell that it's gonna be an origin story about the Saiyans and stuff. And in particular, they're gonna go into basically how Brody was made, and given that Goku was born on the same day as Brody as well, so they're gonna give a backstory on Goku as well as also too, I should have said too, is Vegeta, because Vegeta has a lot to do with the origin of the Saiyans too, even given Vegeta is the oldest out of both of them, because he was already, I think, probably well like over 5 years old by the time Goku and Brody were born, because Vegeta was already out on a mission with I think by himself as a kid, or he had other Saiyans, or he ain't start going on missions with other Saiyans until he got older, and that's when he working under Frieza and stuff, and had Raditz and Nappa with him and stuff on missions on other planets, taking over and stuff, destroying. But pretty much we already know that stuff gonna happen. But what we don't know what's gonna happen is, how will this whole fight play out? Like, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna be fighting? Who's all gonna end up being destroyed by Brody? Who's gonna be the one to at least attempt to hold off Brody towards the end of the fight? Like, after it's all said and done, when everybody done had their chance at Brody, like, who's gonna be the main one to really be the one to possibly take out Brody? We don't know how the fight is gonna end. We don't know what Toriyama got up his sleeve. But like we said, we already know so far 3 people that's gonna really be fighting Brody early on, and for the majority of the movie it's gonna be Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza. But we don't know if there's gonna be other people that's possibly gonna be fighting Brody as well. Toriyama is probably real smart enough to probably not even put in everybody that's gonna be fighting Brody. He's gonna have probably a whole bunch of surprises throughout the whole movie that we didn't see from the trailer, obviously. I feel like in some way they're gonna try to tie in fighters from another universe. Forgive me, but I don't know all the universes, like what fighter is associated with what universe. All I just know is it was more than 7 universes. Some of them were destroyed there while the tournament of power were going. It was already confirmed that a few universes were destroyed, but at the end of tournament of power, obviously Android 17 had wished all the universes back to life, so including the ones that was already eliminated before the tournament of power. So we don't know who those people are yet at all. Like, we don't even know the slightest, like, who was on those planets that was already destroyed, the universes and stuff. But I feel like they're gonna somehow possibly put in Jiren in the movie. I feel like, even though he wasn't showed in the trailer, I think it's gonna play a big role in I think he's gonna play a big role in the fight, because we already know from the tournament of power Vegeta was outmatched. Like, he could not fight Jiren. I mean, Jiren was outmatched. Like, nobody could face him one-on-one. If Goku couldn't even face him, well, he did to a certain extent until his Ultra Instinct finally gave him some side effects that really messed him up bad towards the end of the fight and stuff, and really left him beyond recognition, like being able to fight anymore, until Vegeta gave him more energy and stuff. But Frieza couldn't match with him, obviously, one-on-one. So I think Jiren, for Goku and them to get be able to even fight Broly, because Broly is in a way a whole nother league than Jiren alone, and we already seen what Jiren was capable of, fighting everybody one-on-one. So just imagine Broly going one-on-one with everybody else that couldn't even match up with Jiren. It's gonna be real hard. This is gonna be the hardest fight that Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza have ever been put in. It's gonna possibly take it will actually take way more than what happened to Jiren for them to beat Broly, because Broly, he could take on Frieza, Vegeta, Goku, and whoever else all together at one time. It don't have to be a one-on-one. Like, he can take on all of them together, unless somehow they fusion. When I say fusion, I'm meaning Goku and Vegeta, obviously, because they're known to fusion a lot. But I feel like if they fusion together, I think it's gonna give them bigger help, because they'll be able to use possibly Ultra Instinct. Hopefully that be included in the movie and stuff. Hopefully they'll be able to tap into that power to see what like how they'll match up finally with Broly and stuff. Basically see like how would Broly compete with that, like, because I feel like Ultra Instinct is gonna give them a little more edge to Broly, because it's gonna be a fight style that Broly probably never even seen before at all, or ever even heard of, as far as all the fights he probably done been through. Because as we seen from the trailer, he did have scars on his body. You could tell he obviously had been in combat before, but probably nobody that has ever had that type of power level or whatever. So it's probably gonna be new to him. It's probably gonna catch him by surprise. Actually, he probably gonna look at it as, okay, well, it is somebody that might be able to give me a little run for my power, pretty much. So I think that's gonna happen, because as we seen towards the end of the trailer, Goku couldn't believe how stronger Broly was getting, turning into his legendary Berserker form of Super Saiyan, and pretty much he was left in shock. So when that happens, I feel like Vegeta, they gonna mess around and probably say, forget it, let's just go ahead, try this fusion thing and see if we can tap into Ultra Instinct together as one, instead of us going solo. Then again, another way they could go is Toriyama would make them tap into Ultra Instinct on their individual own. Like, say Vegeta fighting Broly on his own, or Goku fighting Broly on his own, they'll somehow tap into the Ultra Instinct side of the Super Saiyan power. Well, it's pretty much, I think the form Ultra Instinct is available to anybody. It's really, really hard for that person to reach that type of power. Pretty much, I feel like they gonna tap in Ultra Instinct somehow, one way or another, whether it be through fusion or individually. And we still haven't seen Vegeta ever tap into Ultra Instinct, so maybe this movie might be the time we actually see him get to tap into it, like Goku has before the movie. But another prediction is Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta team up, and I still would put in a fusion factor, but Frieza will also be thrown in, because Frieza probably is going to be left to the point where he doesn't want to die, so he's going to end up teaming up with Goku and Vegeta again by without a choice, pretty much, because he knows as good or well as everybody else that he has no chance of fighting Broly or even surviving against Broly after getting destroyed one-on-one, because we already know he's gonna go head to head with Frieza one-on-one, but Frieza obviously is gonna lose, and you already know how Frieza is when he lose. He's definitely ain't gonna want to be killed like everybody else, so he's gonna do whatever he got to do to survive, pretty much. But another prediction is, I feel like somehow Jiren, he will pop up and actually fight along with Goku. Instead of having Vegeta and Frieza fighting, I feel like it's just gonna be Jiren and Goku, because Jiren and Goku, they motivated by each other to get even more powerful and more stronger. So finally seeing them coexist as a team, it will be very interesting, because they're not to the point where, oh, I can't team up with this person, I'd rather be killed than team up with that person type of thing. They more of a, like how Goku and Vegeta is, like they want to see who can get the strongest out of the two, like who can get stronger, but they're gonna feel like they're gonna have to team up to take care of the situation that's in front of them, pretty much. Like, it ain't gonna be no competition between us, because of this person right here. He's damn near gonna destroy every fucking thing and everybody that's known to us, so we're never gonna have that chance to see who's the strongest out of us, because we gotta fight this guy. So I feel like they're gonna team up, and they're going to be able to overpower Brody, because like I said, Jiren was already in a league of his own when he fought in the Tournament of Power, and we saw that, and nobody can match up against him one-on-one unless like Goku is, like I said, his Ultra Instinct form. That's the only form that he can actually stand toe-to-toe with Jiren in. So yeah, Jiren would definitely be an upgrade to help, because like I said, he's in his own league of power, and that would definitely give him the edge to somehow find a way to defeat Brody. And Brody will definitely, like I said, have to go all out pretty much if that's the case, because either way, it's gonna be a way for them to figure out to beat Brody. It's just it's gonna have to take a lot of power and possibly more transformations to beat this guy. Ultra Instinct, as we know, is the highest level transformation compared to the Berserker legendary Super Saiyan form of Brody. Ultra Instinct is supposed to basically give you more power beyond the God of a Destruction, pretty much. So we're gonna see how all this is gonna play out. I feel like those are the 3 top predictions I have that could possibly play out in the Brody movie. And another way I would think, is there another prediction I can make? No, actually, I think that's it, because like I said, the fighters that's able to hold their own either way to enough to the point where they finally have to team up is going to be Goku, Vegeta, possibly Frieza, because everybody else, they're not even as strong as Goku and Vegeta, so it wouldn't be no point for them to try to intervene in the fight. But we all know that Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, Jiren can definitely survive long enough on their own before they would have to decide to finally team up and defeat Broly. So I think those is the only outcomes for everybody, because Broly is going to destroy everybody. It don't matter who they are. He's going to destroy everything and whoever is in his path. So pretty much that's how they're going to look at it, is if we don't kill this guy and team up to kill this guy, he's going to destroy everything and everyone, every universe possibly. But we're going to see how that play out. Also, another prediction is I could make that I just thought of. Beerus. I think Beerus might step in just for a brief moment, just to see how strong Broly is for himself, because we know Beerus was also fascinated by the fact of a Saiyan God. Even though he knows Goku and Vegeta are Saiyan gods, but like we said, Broly in his own league out of everybody, he's definitely way stronger than Goku and Vegeta. We already know that for a fact. And I think he's gonna want to fight this guy to see where his power matches up against Broly, because we already know Beerus did get nervous throughout Tournament of Power as Goku unlocked his Ultra Instinct form through the hard fights and stuff, and going through getting knocked down real bad against Jiren. So he finally got his Ultra Instinct form. We know this Beerus got shocked and like kind of worried that Goku got stronger than him in that form. So we're gonna see how Beerus like plays out through this whole movie, because I think Beerus is gonna try his hand and try to see what he can do against Broly and see where he stands in terms of power, because as we know, gods of destruction are supposed to be the most powerful. Well, out of the universe fighters, we know Whis and them, like every universe is like that got a Whis or whatever, I forgot what they call them. We know they're the Grand Priest or whatever you want to call them. We know they're supposed to be way stronger though than the gods of destruction, given that they actually teach the gods of destruction and stuff to get them their power. But I think, like I said, Broly, he's going to probably have to make everybody team up. He's going to force everybody to have to team up one way or another. Like, that's the only way I can see this going. And as far as the ending, I think they might kill Broly, but then they might leave him alive, depending on where he's at psychotically, because we already know Broly is basically beyond control. Like, that's why he has a device to control him from his father Paragus. Pretty much Paragus, only way he possibly could control Broly from going way berserk and destroy everything is through a little device around his neck. Cause even though it ain't confirmed, everyone believes the device around Broly's neck in the trailer is a control device, pretty much to control him, to keep him insane, like keep him from actually going berserk and just to killing every single body, no matter who they are, either father or not. We already know Brody would definitely kill anyone if he wanted to, but I think that's the only way that's the only way they're gonna possibly try to get Brody to calm down, is if Paragus finally sees that they are able to overpower Brody. I don't think he would want them to kill Brody, obviously. I think he'll finally surrender and try to calm Brody down and show Brody that they should be like some type of team, and somehow this will bring in the start of the next Dragon Ball Super Saga, pretty much where Brody and everybody is like now coexisting. I don't know if they will actually like coexist in the same place as one, or will Brody and them just go ahead and go somewhere else, but Paragus will agree to keep Brody under control, given the fact that it's a lot of fighters that will be able to team up and take them down. So we're going to see how that goes. I feel like that's what's going to happen, though. I don't think they'll kill Brody off, because, like I said, what's the point also of bringing Brody canon just for one movie and then kill him? I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to make Paragus surrender and finally get Brody under control and understand the fact that, all right, if these fighters team up, then we have no chance now. So I think that's how it's going to play out. And possibly, I wouldn't say the next saga, I don't think we'll see Brody as much, but he will make a brief appearances sometimes. And maybe even Vegeta and Goku will from time to time try to get some type of agreement plan between them and Paragus and Brody, is they'll come train with Brody, like pretty much try to get their power to go above and beyond like Brody. Because we all know through the whole Dragon Ball Super's first season, it pretty much was Whis trying to get Goku and Vegeta to train in their base form so they get more powerful without relying on the Saiyan power forms. So that's the whole fact, is Brody is able to actually stand toe-to-toe with Goku and Vegeta in his base form. No matter what Super Saiyan form they go to, he's able to stand toe-to-toe with them in his base form. So I feel like Whis will also play a hand in that too, as well as saying if y'all will like to also agree to have Vegeta and Goku train with Brody to get stronger as well in their base form and take their powers to a whole nother level, to the point where they can be compared to Brody in terms of one-on-one. Like they can actually now fight anybody one-on-one. Don't matter who they are. They don't have to team up with anybody no more. Like they'll be able to stand their own ground and win everybody on their own, since Saiyans have a limitless range of power pretty much. They just have to train to be able to hold such amount of power. So I feel like that's going to happen. And it'll play out as a win-win situation for everybody, that as far as Goku and Vegeta and Brody. Like they'll just get stronger together type thing. And then somehow, like I said, the next Super Saga is going to play out where it's going to be even more stronger characters of not being under Saiyans. Like, it's probably going to be some other races that Toriyama will create to rival with the Saiyans that nobody has ever known of or even heard of, pretty much. Toriyama could go a whole lot of ways with this, and I feel like he's very good at creating story. Like, as you can clearly see, he still got so many ideas and stuff to give to the fans of the Dragon Ball series. Like, he can go a lot of ways with this. He's very smart and could create a whole bunch of storylines from this movie and stuff, and see where it goes. Like I said, I would actually love to see some new races be created to the point where they can rival against Brody and Goku and Vegeta. So it's like pretty much the story is gonna go on and on. Like there's no time to rest. There's no time to stop training. Like we gotta keep training and get stronger and stronger. As we can see, other people are stronger than us. So it's pretty much like, all right, now we gotta push ourselves even more now. Like we thought Brody was the limit. No, we gotta go past that now. Just cause, like I said, new threats, new fighting races that nobody ever heard of, and Toriyama definitely can, like I said, create something along those lines. And I would love to see some dope new races, like how the Saiyans look. Like, we know a lot of people love to be a Saiyan if they had a choice. Like, if this was reality, people would love to be a Saiyan just because of their power and the range of power levels they can go to. Like, it's unlimited. Like, that's the best race out of the whole Dragon Ball series. Like, obviously, like, they got unlimited ranges of power. They just have to tap into it and unlock it and keep training and make sure that everybody can I don't know how to say the word, but then you know what I'm saying, like, be able to control that type of power. Cause like I said, in the first movie of Dragon Ball, for Broly, like the very first Broly movie back in Dragon Ball Z, his body can control all the power. That's why when Goku finally punched him in the stomach, when he got all the combined power from Trunks and them, that's why Broly basically exploded, because he couldn't hold that power in. Goku basically forced all of that power all out at one time, so that's what caused Broly downfall in the very first ever Broly movie. But Dragon Ball Super is definitely going to be different from that. Broly is going to be to the point where he can actually control that power. He doesn't have to release any amount of power at all. It's going to be to the point he's been training long enough to hold that type of power. So that's why I don't think he's going to die at any point in the movie, let alone be killed by anybody by their own hand. Like, it's going to be more than that. Like, it's going to have to take more than that. But I don't think they're going to go that route. Like I said, I don't think it would make sense. Me personally, I don't think it would make sense for them to just bring him back from one movie. I feel like they're going to make his storyline continue and go even further for the Saiyans, and show what their new ranges of power can be. And basically get them new forms as well, too. I forgot to mention that. Get them new forms, like crazy forms, because over the YouTube, internet, there's a lot of creativity I've been seeing about new Saiyan forms. I wouldn't mind seeing new Saiyan forms because they would look badass. Like, they would look legit crazy. Sorry about that, guys. My phone had died. But what I was saying about the new forms and stuff, I wouldn't mind seeing new badass Saiyan forms. It's gonna be crazy. Like I said, Toriyama could go a whole bunch of ways with the Dragon Ball series after the Broly movie and stuff, and hopefully he goes that route, because like I said, who wouldn't mind seeing new Saiyan forms, new power levels, new warriors and all that stuff, to see Brody and Vegeta, Goku compete against and stuff, even Jiren possibly, because we know there's going to be a continuation between Goku and Jiren, because like I said before earlier in the video, they want to see who's the strongest out of the two, and even Vegeta's going to possibly want to fight Jiren again, because we all know Vegeta likes to fight too against people that's way more powerful and test his limits and stuff. But I think I'm just in the video right here. I think I pretty much gave my predictions and stuff for the movie and how I would love to see the movie end and all that. But you guys let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, and tell me how y'all would predict this movie to go, etc. And I'll see you guys later on. Peace.
Back when I was broke, they was cool with it. Now every move I make, I'm in the news with it. Even if I ain't do it, they be like, you did it.